Welcome student in today's lecture. In today's lecture we will see the next new group because we have seen the previous plant group in previous lecture. That group was Bryophyta plant group. So in that plant group we have seen there the gametophytic phase. Okay, gametophytic phase it is dominant there, and the sporophytic phase it is developed later in their life cycle, and they are depend on that the gametophyte, because that in case of bryophyte, that gametophyte it is independent. They are having the photosynthetic tissue, and for anchorage they shows they developed rhizoids there. Okay, so they fix uh, its own position with the help of that rhizoids, and they conduct the water and minerals from the soil, and they have the photosynthetic tissue in case of the liverworts, or in case of the mussel, or in case of the mosses. Mosses they show they highly evolved leaf like structure. So all those things we have seen in case of bryophytes. And one more thing I want to mention again here, that bryophyte, these are the amphibian plant group. Okay, that plant group were studied there. That plant group was the amphibian plant group because they require the water as well as the land surface for the completion of their life cycle. Then what about the today's plant group? The today's plant group, it is the little evolved, or it is evolved than that of the bryophyta plant group. Okay, and that plant group, it is pteridophyta. Okay, pteridophyta. This plant group, it is evolved from the bryophyta. No doubt, it is evolved from the bryophyta. Uh, Such a type of statement, when we prepare a such type of the statement, it is not exactly that the pteridophyta it is evolved from the bryophyta, but during the course of evolution, uh, when we see there, the what is the primitive plant group than that of the pteridophyta, and that primitive plant group it is the bryophyta. So with respect to that, we can say the pteridophyta it can be evolved from that the primitive plant group bryophyta. Okay, then in this pteridophyta, this pteridophyta plant group, no doubt it is it belongs to cryptogam. Okay, it belongs to cryptogams, means it is a non-flowering and non-seed producing plants. Okay, they never produce the flower and the seeds, so it belongs to cryptogams. But remember, this pteridophyta, it is the first. Okay, it is the first vascular. Okay, first vascular cryptogam. Okay, it is the first vascular cryptogam. So you have to remember these. This is the most important thing. This pteridophyta, it is the first vascular cryptogam. So what is this? The word pteridophyta. This pteridophyta here, the pteron. Pteron means feather. Okay, pteron means it is the feather, and phyton. Okay, phyton means plant. Okay, means it is the plant. So remember student here, in this pteridophyta, they produce the leaves, and that leaves, how it is look like, it shows the feather like leaves. Okay, it shows the feather like leaves, and instead of the feather like leaves, it is seen in mostly in case of the ferns. Okay, in case of the ferns, you are aware with the one fern, Nephrolepis. I think you have studied that Nephrolepis somewhere in 8th or 9th standard. Somewhere you are aware with that. Okay, so that the fern they produce the leaves, and that leaves, how it is look like, they look like a feather like structure. So the name is given the pteridophyta. Okay, name is given the pteridophyta. Remember student, this pteridophyta plant group, okay, pteridophyta plant group, it was studied by this scientist Tipo. Okay, scientist Tipo, and they made that pteridophyta plant group, or they made the pteridophyta plant group into the four taxa. Okay, into the four taxas. So taxa means it is the groups. Okay, taxa means it is the groups. Means the group of organism belongs to particular category. Okay, so according to the scientist Tipo, okay, the division Tracheophyta means division Tracheophyta in the sense the plant which bears the tracheids only. Okay, tracheids only, and such a plant group, the first plant group who bear the tracheid, that plant group, they are placed under the division Tracheophyta. Okay, Tracheophyta. And remember, when it is a first vascular cryptogam, then they are having the vascular element inside. Okay, they are having the vascular element inside. In the sense, they show the presence of the xylem and phloem, and inside that xylem, they show the presence of the tracheids. So, under the division Tracheophyta, according to the scientist Tipo, in 1942, they made the four groups or the taxas. Okay, four groups are the taxas. What are those groups? You have to remember these groups. The first group, it is the Psilopsida. Okay, Psilopsida. Under that, the example of that Psilopsida, group Psilopsida, that is a this Psilotum. Okay, Psilotum. Psilotum here, the P is silent. Okay, so Psilotum. So you see the spelling very carefully. Psilotum, Psilotum. Okay, so this is the first taxa or the first group according to the Tipo. Then the next one, the Lycopsida. The Lycopsida, this is the next group, second group. Okay, and under this Lycopsida, the members are included. That is a Selaginella. Okay, Selaginella. And the next one, it is Lycopodium. Okay, Selaginella and Lycopodium. We can study under the group Lycopsida, because these members, they shows the characteristic feature of the group Lycopsida. Okay, then the third one, it is Spinopsida. Under this Spinopsida, the one member it will be studied, that is the Equisetum. Okay, Equisetum. So this Equisetum, it is the one member, and this Equisetum, it shows the rather different characteristic feature, because this Equisetum, they grow where there is a scarcity of water. So because of that, this fern, okay, or this pteridophyte Equisetum, it is also called as a xerophytic pteridophyte. Okay, xerophytic pteridophyte, because they show that type of the characteristic feature. So they are placed in the group Spinopsida. Okay, then the fourth group, it is the Pteropsida, means all the ferns, they are included under the group Pteropsida. It includes the Pteris, and the next type of the fern, it is the Adiantum. Pteris and Adiantum. So student, you have to remember these four taxa which was given by the scientist Tipo. According to that scientist Tipo, they made the four groups of they made the four groups, and they placed that four groups under the division Tracheophyta. So student, these Pteridophyta, no doubt it is the first vascular cryptogam, and in the sense, this is the first vascular cryptogam, no doubt, but this pteridophyte, it is a first vascular terrestrial plant. we have to say this is the first vascular plant. Okay, first vascular plant in the sense they show the presence of the true root, stem and leaf. Okay, to root, stem and leaves. So remember, in the primitive plant group or in the previous plant group Bryophyta, they never show the presence of the true roots. Their rhizoids are present. They never show the presence of this stem-like structure, or they never show the presence of the true stem there. We have seen in case of the plant group Bryophyta, they show the stem-like structure. That was the stem-like structure, but it is not a true stem. But here in this plant group, they show the presence of the true stem. Okay, true stem. Then they show the presence of the true leaves. Okay, true leaves. So you have to remember they are having the true roots, true stem and true leaves. Okay, so this is the main feature or the characteristic feature of the plant group Pteridophyta. Then this plant group Pteridophyta, yes, I want to give you the little explanation of what is meaning of this true root, what is meaning of the true stem, what is meaning of the true leaves. Okay, so what is the true roots? See, when the root, they are having the three germ layers, that means epidermis, then it is followed by the cortical layers, and it is followed by the central place conducting tissue system, and at the tip of the root system, when they are having the root cap like structure, such a structure, when it is developed, it is called as a true roots. Okay, it is called as a true roots. So you have to remember. Then the stem, again the stem, they also shows a same type of the structure, but except the root cap, means they are having the outermost protective layer, that is the epidermis. Okay, then it is followed by the storage tissue, and it is followed by the central place conducting tissue system. Okay, then what is the leaves? True leaves in the sense that leaves, they are having the dorsal side and ventral side, and in between the dorsal and ventral side of that leaf, means suppose this is a leaf, they are having the dorsal side, means side faces toward the sun, and they are having the ventral side, means side faces toward the soil surface. Okay, so in between these two layers, upper and lower epidermis, there is a tissue present in between this upper and lower epidermis. That tissue, it is called as a mesophyll tissue, and that tissue they take part in process of photosynthesis. So such a type of this structure firstly developed in the plant group Pteridophyta. So this is the most important characteristic feature of this the Pteridophyta plant group as usual. Then the next thing is this Pteridophyta, where they grow in, okay, they grow in moist and shady places. Okay, they require the moist and shady places. So such a type of the moist and shady places, it is required for the growth of this Pteridophyta plant group. Okay.
You have probably seen ferns growing in gardens or in someone's backyard. Ferns are a type of pteridophyte. Pteridophytes are plants that flourish in a damp, cool and shady habitat, although some species also grow in sandy soil conditions. They occupy a special place in plant evolution, as they were the first terrestrial plants to possess vascular tissues and true root, stem and leaves. The leaves of a pteridophyte are large as in ferns or small as in the case of Selaginella. Pteridophytes are widely used as ornamental plants soil binders, and for medicinal purposes. Based on the organization of the plant body, including the nature of the leaf and location of sporangia, they are classified as Coelopsida, Lycopsida, Sphenopsida, and Pteropsida.